Yeah, it's sort of like a dunk, but I mean, she comes down and doesn't actually do anything. It's a bit depressing, isn't it, that particular dunk?
Yeah, just a
Oh
little
man,
bit.
I have a feeling that if Darius had have just queued and altered then, he probably could have got that Nasus, but at least popped his ultimate.
Yeah, but Nasus being Nasus and being greedy for those stacks is just going to stay up on the top lane and farm up as much as he can, I guess.
That's true. He also can. He just cleared under tower now. He's going to go back as well. But the more stacks he gets on his queue, the more health he's going to get back from that ability as well. So, sort of extra good to get those stacks because against Darius, you don't want to ever have low health, not ever.
And here comes Riven to try see where.
Yeah, a little bit late there, but is going to come through. Oh, that cocoon barely missing Zeal there. Very, very lucky.
I don't think Riven quite saw Lissandra using her E to help clear that blue away. So maybe if he knew that,
Yeah, he would have gone a little bit more ham.
Yeah, exactly.
Perhaps, but otherwise we've got a 10 CS lead for Gragas. Graggy feeling pretty good, and Lissandra opting to go for that Seeker's arm guard very, very early on, which I find strange against, the burst potential of magic damage coming out from Gragas. Meanwhile, bottom lane does get taken down. Wow, Requiem just completely decimating in that bot, but we do have Elise and Lissandra coming down just to do a bit of a pincer move. Narrowly misses the cocoon. That's going to be very, very good. Oh, that Tib is wonderful. Now Cookie's getting bursted down, has to pop the ult on herself. The Chomper's coming down doing some work. Little Wally does go down. That's a trade, though. Oh, it's actually not, because someone dies in the top lane. Tristana managed to pick up Annie, and they do a double kill in the bot lane. Meanwhile, Zeal coming into the gank in the top lane as well. Sorry, we can't have eyes everywhere, everyone. I don't know what the camera's doing on the stream, but man, that was exciting.
So now Zeal and Nasus, knowing that forward bot, they'll try to push that mid-top turret down as fast as they can.
Yeah, and I really, really like that rotation down to the bot lane as well after that turret was taken. I mean, I think that Requiem could have backed a little bit sooner to perhaps save themselves from that one, but top lane going to go down, Requiem going to answer with that one. So we've got the double kill in bot lane being made up for by 2 towers, so the objective control coming out from Requiem is amazing. That being said, we now have instant turret response from Mr. Gonzo. So actually, 103 Tristana with a BF sword, really making up for the lack of Tristana's mid-game power, and I feel like she's still going to be really, really strong and a force to contend with. And here we go. Pocket Dragons taking down the first dragon. So we'll see whether they can actually secure this. Gragas is here, a notorious dragon and Baron stealer. So we'll see what he's going to be able to do. He's actually engaged on here by Cookies. Oh, the zap and the barrel. Oh, but the smite too strong here by Little Wally. Really good timing there.
So that's just going to push the purple team further ahead by a little bit, even though they're 2 turrets down. They do have 5 kills to blue team's 2.
Yeah, well, kills not meaning as much, but that dragon going to be a really, really big deal. Still, only a 1k gold lead. I mean, anything can happen at this point. Body Slam coming down on the Cookies. Has to flash away, actually, out of that the tornado that could have locked him down and possibly killed him, thankfully. Oh, Cookie's actually having his ultimate up, so he could have just ulted Zeta and gone. Oh, there it is. Zeal actually getting locked down. Wow, so much displacement. And Little Wally just managing to pick up that kill. Oh, that was a brilliant Monsoon, just keeping Riven exactly where they wanted her and actually pushing out the creeps, so the turret was definitely going to target that Riven. Really, really smart.
Really well done. Lissandra locking up Riven under the turret there, and Elise's cocoon actually hitting her from just up on the screen.
Yeah, Elise sort of just running around from the side saying, yeah, I can do this too, guys. I'm here, don't worry about it.
Yeah. And,
not even a problem.
Yeah. I don't know if Riven realizes, but she does have 2 Spirit Stones in her inventory. Not too sure about that, but they both have unique passives, right? Yeah, very strange.
Very, very interesting. But we do have this mid lane turret going to go down as well, so the objective control coming out from Requiem, incredibly good. I mean, they may be losing these trades as far as kills are concerned, but they're really picking up the slack when it comes to picking up those objectives, which is really keeping them in this game at this point. That being said, we've got really nice defensive warding coming out from Little Jeffy, making sure that Gonzo is going to be more than safe here in the bot lane, not going to get flanked here from the side. So that's really good. And now Tristana managing to catch up, only 3 CS down at this point, which is brilliant. especially considering how incredibly powerful that bot lane coming out of Requiem was early on in this match.
Yeah.
Zeta now looking for some action on the stun. Are we going to get the explosive cuts? Oh, the flash coming out exactly the right time, making sure he gets thrown in the opposite direction from what Zeta really wanted him to do. So Little Wally now wanting to do some follow-up here. And are they going to actually go on this? Sun is down to half health. It's not exactly looking great as far as the health bars are concerned, but Little Jeffy is here to answer, and Cookies is up here as well. And that Lyssandra's looking real scary, even though she's fallen behind 25 CS now. Oh, Gonzo jumping in really aggressively. I don't know whether I would have done that if I was a little Tristana. That's okay. Guerrilla warfare.
He just wanted a present. He just wanted a present from Santa.
That's true. You know, and Tristana looks like a very young person. You know, probably still believes in Santa. It's probably fairly easy to believe in Santa when Santa is actually on the enemy team. It's not something you'd expect to be on the enemy team, though. Let's face it. Santa's everyone's friend.
Yeah. And we see Lysandra picking up the needlessly large rod when she was shopping, so looking to rush that Zonya's.
Yeah,
so she can
brilliant item for Lysandra as well, making sure that she has as much time invulnerable as possible. So she can sort of spam cooldowns, go invulnerable, spam more cooldowns, go invulnerable again. It's a horrible thing to deal with.
And we're probably going to be seeing an Infinity Edge rushed on the Tristana first item.
Yeah, very, very standard. And that's why we're not seeing as much as much Tristana being picked at the moment, just because there's that... the Legolas build being so prevalent at the moment, or the Triforces. If you can't build a Triforce or a Bloodthirst or Last Whisper, then you're generally not going to be picked up as much because they really want that siege and the poke potential. So Tristana always having to pretty much opt for that Infinity Edge just because she's so focused on those auto attacks. And you'd argue that Caitlyn's pretty much similar, but now that you can run, you know, the Peacemaker of Doom build with Bloodthirster and Last Whisper for the extra wave clear, it's a lot better. Whoa, we do have Tibbers coming down under the tower, though, but oh my goodness. Requiem just getting obliterated. Explosive cast now taking down Lysandra for the follow-up revenge kill. Sun just going to wander out, taking about 15 turret hits, but meanwhile in the mid lane, Little Wally taking a few hits. So Zeta going to quell this one for now, but that was incredible amounts of damage. Cookie's just destroying, and now has that... Zonya's Hourglass as well, so it could potentially not even die after doing an engage like that. Cocoon actually landing, though. This tower is going to go down, and Zeta's looking in a very large amount of trouble. Chompers coming down there. Whoa, Super Mega Death Rocket coming out. Almost killing Little Jeffy. I think that shield was popped just to stop that one from happening. But the thing that I'm really scared about for Pocket Dragons here is that they do have Darius, who's pretty lackluster towards the later sides of the game. And we've got Nasus coming out on the side of Requiem, so... Even though there's a Tristana for that late game damage, Jinx is also a hyper carry, and she's immensely strong, especially with those resets in a late game team fight where she just gets excited, runs around, kills everyone.
So much excitement.
So much excitement, man. And Nasus, what do you think about the rush of the Frozen Heart here by Nasus?
Definitely going to help against the Tristana and her, you know, attack speed buff that she can give herself, but other than that, maybe a little wasted.
Oh, Habis, you're in a little bit of trouble here. Apprehend comes down, and whoa, is the Cocoon going to hit? No, it doesn't, and neither does the Tornado, but Habis, you're in a lot of trouble here. 5 stacks of that bleed. Sun really wants to come, but he doesn't have enough mana, actually, to stay up on that, and the Ghost just enough to get Habis out of that fight, so really well done, you know, drawing 3 people to the top lane. Not very much answered for as far as pressure is concerned by Requiem, unfortunately, on the rest of the map, so... Nothing going to come from that, but Habis not going to die, so that's definitely good. Picks up that Frozen Heart.
And the blue team pinging out the dragon, so they do have the timer on that, I believe.
And do you think that Darius has forgotten how to build a Frozen Mallet? Because it looks to me like he's got the bits for a Frozen Mallet.
Yeah,
that's not how it works.
No, not anymore, definitely not. No, I remember Frozen Mallets were the pretty much the stock standard item for Darius back in the day before they changed it.
Yeah, I think he wants to build that Triforce and is probably going to opt for either a Sunfire Cape or a Randuin's Omen with that Giant's Belt, which is definitely a good decision. Just looks a bit funny at this point, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's nostalgia, I think.
Absolutely, and the Infinity Edge now being finished up for Tristana. So when she gets that Phantom Dancer, man, heaps of damage is coming down. And we do have the early game for Pocket Dragons that they wanted to be able to make sure that they get to that late game Tristana level. Just have to contend with the Nasus And hopefully Nasus builds a Spirit Visage next, because he's going to need a lot of magic resist to be able to help him against Lysandra and Elise throwing out all of that magic. You know, as well as Janet. Because Janet throws out some magic damage as well. But we've got some seriously aggressive posturing here in the mid lane coming out from Pocket Dragons. Very, very scary. They need to ward up the jungle, does Requiem, just to... Yep, there it is. Gragas managing to get that in. Dodges the cocoon as well. So are we going to have that sweep? No, we're not. And Nasus actually pushing really hard in this top lane. So they do have to leave and contend with that. So really great work coming out of Habs, knowing that his team's going to be able to be okay and pressuring those objectives like they've been doing all game. Just really good objective control coming out from Requiem. And he's going to get this tower as well. That Q doing so much damage. Siphoning Strike just decking him. And the Wither coming out now into Sun. Look at how much damage that is. Mr. Gonzo actually getting ignited though. Zeal now not in the place that he wants to be. He gets annihilated, smacked around everywhere. And they're going to get out of there. Mr. Gonzo was very, very aggressive, but manages to get out just because of all that lockdown coming out of Cookies and Little Wally and everyone there in the mid lane. And Little Jeffy just with that disengage. Fantastic work from Janet. Mr. Gonzo wanting to put some damage down on the Habis though. I wonder if he knows that this Frozen Heart's going to be doing a lot of work against him. Oh, does pop that Fury of the Sands, and there it goes. Oh, the ultimate. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Just dunked.
Yeah.
See ya.
You
was really excited for like this ultimate amount of super excitement coming out from this battle between Tristana and Nasus. You know, this fundamental battle of fun, and then bonk, he was dead.
Well, he had 5 stacks of hemorrhage on him, so why not?
Yeah, well, that's absolutely. I know why he did it. I don't know why I wasn't thinking it, but it just happened. And it just was like, oh, okay, see ya.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like, I'm just waiting for the ulti. Yeah, there it goes.
There it is, and he's dead.
Yeah,
No worries at all. And he is looking like he's going to be building that Randuin's Omen as well. So Jinx going to not have a very fun time attacking that Darius either, which is going to be very, very good for them. I wonder if Jinx is going to build that Static Shiv or the Phantom Dancer here. What do you reckon? What would you build if you were Jinx?
If I was Jinx, I would... I mean, personally, I go for the Phantom Dancer, but depends if she wants to get excited and run through stuff, maybe.
Well, yeah, that's a really good point. You do get that little bit of extra movement speed from the Static Shiv, plus the extra AoE wave clear, but Jinx doesn't really need it with her rockets being so AoE based already. So we'll see. Oh, it does look like she's going to be going for that Static Shiv, though. Does have that Brawler's Glove sitting there. We do have a little bit of a pause. So not sure why that's coming through, but hopefully it won't be for too long. Hopefully this isn't sort of where were we at that had like pauses for like 300 years? Was it WCS, WCG? Last year, end of last year. Whew, that was horrific.
Yeah.
Not too fun. And if anyone was at I think it was PAX last year in Australia, there was also a fair bit of pause time fun, so you guys will be very used to this, you know, ready to just read a book for a little while we prattle on about nothing at all. But as it stands, we've got Nasus in the top lane, 1-2-0, so split pushing all day. Does have the CS lead up on that Darius. Darius looking to try and finish off his Randuin's Omen so that he can team fight more. But I think the massive issue here for Requiem is this Elise. 6-0-3, about to finish off that Riley's Crystal Scepter, because why not? May as well build a...
Dude, Riley's is stupid on Elise.
I would have gone Horning Guys first before I built it, but still, it's a brilliant item. Managing so that those Qs and the Spider coming out is just going to slow everyone down. You can have way more control in that team fight. So Little Wally now happy to contend with this Nasus, even though he does have a 2-level advantage. We'll see how that goes. Zeal now just taking the rates. And we've got a top lane focus here coming out from Pocket Dragons, and I really, really like this. You know, now that they've got some control, they know that they can win fights, they're just going to try and take down objectives and push this one out. So Nasus now in the bot lane, split pushing up that one. And I don't think Little Wally is going to be able to contend with this guy, especially now that the Spectre's Cowl has been finished up and free objective coming in. The rotations from Requiem are fantastic. Only a 1k gold lead, 3-10 is not normal. Cocoon landing on a Habis, but he doesn't care. No mana for Little Wally either. So Little Jeffy gonna have to try and protect this turret on his own, but I don't think that's gonna happen. We do have Cookies coming around, but that's still only 3v4. Oh, the flash forward though. Oh wow, so much damage coming out from Cookies. Does pop that Zhonya's as well to keep him safe, and Oh, Gamma Tempest actually now getting excited, running around. We got a double kill here in the bottom lane. That is not what Pocket Dragons were expecting or wanted. The flash coming out from Gonzo now as well. Zeal actually getting a little bit zealous there in the bottom lane.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, see what I did there? Fantastic. And now the gold, it's under 100 here. Darius now wanting to pick up these fairly low targets. But the thing is, these chompers are coming down. And Darius, notoriously kiteable. Gamma Tempest, you're in the wrong spot, buddy. Oh my god, that was almost good. Mr. Gonzo now here in a fair bit of trouble, but no, jumps over the back. Zeta, are you going to be able to actually finish this off? Now the shield actually coming in. Oh, the double kill coming out. I wasn't expecting that. I thought the Riven would be able to take him down, but no, Mr. Gonzo not going to have anything of it. 4-1-5, Tristana picks up that Zeal as well. Pick up a Brawler's Glove too, so he's going to have that Static Shiv as well. Static Shivs all round coming out for our AD carries.
It's a bit cheaper than a Phantom Dancer. But,
it absolutely is, and I mean people have been moving away from the Phantom Dancer as well, just because we do like this the push meta at the moment, and the fact that it does give you a little bit more movement speed, extra kite ability, and Tristana's going to want that against Nasus as well, even though the Wither is going to be a problem regardless of what happens.
So we're seeing, looking at Gragas, he's got almost 200 farm at 22 minutes and 3 kills under his belt as well, so that's a very fed Gragas.
Yeah, Gragas looking like he's going to be the saving grace of Requiem at this point, even though they now have the gold lead. Taking down so many turrets, it's 5-3 now, so that's exactly where the gold's coming from, and I don't know who took the dragon last, but it's coming up in under a second. It's up right now, and we do have our blue side Requiem are around it, but looks like Pocket Dragon's making more of a run towards, but we might actually see a bit of a team fight here.
Yeah, I think I do think the
Frozen Tomb is up, so Cookie's massive amount of team fight destruction is available. Actually, pretty much every ultimate is available, so this could be a gigantic fight if it ever comes out, but no, at least going to pick that one up. And Frozen Tomb actually coming down onto Zeta, flashes out of the way. Do have the Claw of Doom, and Habis now in the middle of the fight, exactly what this Nasus needs to do, making sure he gets it all in there, and straight on top of Gonzo, taking so much damage from that Siphoning Strike. Zeal coming in now as well, getting that stun down onto Darius, not that great. Super Mega Death Rocket actually hitting Gonzo as well as the Wind Slash, but not going to be enough to kill him. The dunk comes down, Sun just taken out after he takes out Nasus though as well. Oh, cute little work over there under the Wraiths from Little Wally to try and escape, but Cookie's now focusing on Zeal, and Mr. Gonzo there as well. He manages the cute little dodge over the end, and the zap coming down, destroying Gonzo. That was a snipey zap. I very much liked it. And Zeal hopping over the wall to get out of the way, and them not having a ward there to spot him. Brilliant work. Wow, Zeta just destroying Elise with that body slam barrel combo as well. And little Jeffy now getting caught by the chompers. The tornado does come down at the right time, and no mana for Gamma Tempest, so not going to be able to get that extra range with the rockets because no mana to shoot them off. So wow, that was a really extended team fight, but really, really good for Requiem. Now 11-13 in kills, up by 1,000 gold, and that is not how the skirmishes were working out earlier in the game. Do you know? Do you have any idea why we would be experiencing this complete change in skirmish result? Do you reckon it was just positioning?
Well, what I saw was Nasus just jumping straight on. Well, we got blown towards Darius and Tristana last fight, I believe. So he's just on top of Tristana, withering her.
Yeah, I think
those two pretty much out of the fight.
Yeah, and I think it's the fact that we've got Nasus for his incredible amount of bulk and control with that the Wither being present in these fights that's really helped Requiem. So let's hope to see a little bit more of Habibis in these team fights for Requiem if we want them to actually perform well in these later game team fights, which I assume is going to be happening. He's not going to be split pushing all game.
Yeah, and the Nasus is sitting on 196 farm now, so he's doing a fair amount of damage as well.
Yeah, the farm coming out from Requiem is actually just trumping almost in every single facet of this game.
Yeah.
So really staying in this game based on that. I mean, they had so little joy in the fights earlier on, but they've stayed in it with that farm and with those objectives. So just playing the game sort of more like chess rather than just let's YOLO and kill everything. Which is something that we really like to see. Intelligent League of Legends, everyone. That's
Intelligent League of Legends.
Mm-hmm. We've got the Negatron cloak being picked up from Little Wally as well. I wonder if he's going to go for that You know, the Banshee's Veil potentially that
Abyssal Scepter, maybe?
yeah, the Abyssal Scepter for the super aggro, or the Spirit Visage for the pretty standard. So we'll see what he decides. Oh, we do have Zeal actually getting that stun onto Sunny, but I don't think that's exactly